Feel good now. Feel good now. Feel good now. Hey there, Jack here. Thank you so much for joining me again as we practice the art of feeling good now, as we tune our frequency, as we recalibrate our vibration to the feeling good channel. Just like tuning a radio station, when you tune to the jazz station, jazz music comes out. When you tune to the rock music station, rock and roll comes out. When we tune our vibration and our energetic frequency to the feeling good channel, good feelings come out. Good feeling thoughts appear in our mind. Good feeling emotions appear in our heart. Good feeling experiences appear in this 3D simulation around us. Good feeling relationships become abundant. And today I wanted to share a perspective that helps me to let go sometimes of the pressures or the stresses or the worries that keep me out of the feeling good state. And this perspective is, what if this was my last day? What if today was your last day on this planet? Suddenly, the things that are stressing you out about tomorrow, never going to happen. Never going to run into those things. Suddenly, the things that we were bothered by yesterday, it doesn't help to focus on those old stories. What if today were your last day? You wouldn't worry about the future quite so much. You wouldn't stress out about the past. You would just come into this moment and make this day the very best it could be. You would not just make this day the very best you could do, but you would make this moment the very best moment that it could be. You would focus on enjoying your life, on being your highest self, your best self, your happiest self, on doing what made you feel good. If you only had one day, you would do what made you feel good today. And it would make it a lot easier to not only let go of some of the thoughts and ideas that are cluttering up the mind, but it would help channel your focus into the activities, the actions, the choices that really matter. If today was your last day, would you spend it working on something that didn't have any meaning to you? Would you spend it around people who you don't enjoy? If today were your last day, would you make all of those little concessions that we all tend to make when we forget about feeling good now? I believe that if today were your last day, you would prioritize doing things that align with the legacy you wish to leave on this planet. You would focus on making aligned choices that don't just feel pleasurable in your body, but that feel good in your soul. You would do things because you know that they have a positive ripple effect out into the cosmos around you. You would cherish this body vessel. You would say, thank you body. Thank you for all of the time that you've given me. Thank you for allowing me to do all of the things and experience all of the experiences that I've had. If today were your last day and you knew that there wasn't going to be another one, you would be grateful. You would appreciate everything that has happened and that you have experienced in your life. You would not just go back and feel bad about all the things that supposedly went wrong or didn't go the way that you expected. You would find the little nuggets of gold. You would look through your scrapbook of experiences and you would notice, thank you for this experience. Thank you for this relationship. Thank you for all of these blessings that I received and for all of these gifts that I was able to give. You might notice things that you didn't remember for years something that you had completely forgotten about. But when you take an account of your life on your last day, you would think, I really am glad that I did this thing. I am really glad that I don't have this regret because I made the choice to feel good and to follow my intuition and my inspiration, even when I didn't know where it was going to lead. I'm so glad that I followed that impulse. If today were your last day, I think that you would follow your inspiration more. You would follow your intuition more. You would be more curious because you wouldn't be scared of it going wrong, but you would be excited that it might go right. If today were your last day, you would naturally fall into a pattern of feeling good now. So why not try it? Why not try imagining if this were my last interaction with the person that I love, with the people that I love, would I want it to go this way? How would I want to be in the last interaction with the people that I love the most? Would I want to be loving and giving, or would I want to see what I can get from them? If this were my last day, would I want to give my very best into the projects that matter to me, onto the things that I'm creating on this earth? Even if they aren't going to be finished in my lifetime, would I still want to contribute my energy to those processes? Would I still want to fill myself up with positive energy? Would I want to focus on absorbing things that make me feel elevated? I think that I would. I think that you would. And then, if today isn't our last day, we've had one day of living to our most aligned potential. Because I think at the end of the day, if this is our last day and we don't have that much time, all of us will naturally focus on what is most aligned for us. I think that when we give ourselves that time limit, it really focuses us on what's important. And then if the next day comes, if today arrives again and we wake up in the morning, we can do it again. And now we have a little more practice, a little more experience, a little more momentum aligning with what feels good, with what feels aligned, with what feels important to us. If we don't have that much time, our priorities become very clear. It becomes very obvious to us what really matters. Feeling good now, feeling good in our body so that we can act to our highest potential, feeling good in our mind so that we can think to our highest potential, feeling good in our heart so that we can love ourselves and others and treat the beings around us well, feeling good in our energy so that we have the power and the alignment and the flow to enjoy our life and to radiate good things into the world. And each day, if we live as if could be our last day, we get better and better at feeling good now. We get better and better at aligning our energy with what's really important to us. We get better and better at prioritizing, at understanding what really does matter. Maybe our last day, we think that something is way up here in our priorities at the top of our list. And then the next day we realize that didn't actually matter quite so much as I thought it did. Something else is much more important. If we live today as if our last day, because it could be, it makes feeling good now a lot more natural, aligned, easy, intuitive. And as we feel good now and we align ourselves with what really matters to us, that's how we live the very best life that we can. And on our actual last day, we will look back at our life and we will see a life spent full of days where we felt good, where we did what mattered to us, where we let go of what wasn't actually important, and where we interacted with the world from a place of alignment and care. Feel good now. Focus on what really matters to you. And try, maybe for an hour, maybe for a day, thinking about, what if this were my last day? How would I want to feel? How would I want to live? How would I act? How would I think? How would I be today if today were my last day? And if you'd like a little bit of help, feeling good now, focusing on what matters, and reorienting your mind and your energy field so that feeling good now is your foundation and the baseline of everything that you do, then you can check out the links in the description down below. They are my offering to you to help you feel good now, to make bliss your priority and your everyday experience so that you can live the best day of your life every day of your life. I love you so much, and I hope you feel good now. I can't wait to flow together again on this blissful channel in this miraculous dream.